Yeah, my name's Gabe Zollner. Just caught a little bit of Fox News. The Congressman Gowdy was being interviewed, and he was being asked questions about the upcoming hearing that he's going to be participating in on Thursday, which will make it the 19th of September 2013. And Trey Gowdy said a couple of things that I found really interesting. The Talking Hit had asked him if he intends to have Hillary Rodham Clinton testify, and he said, "I would love to." And then she came back with the question, "Well then, why don't you?" And he said, "My pay grade isn't high enough." And then what he did was he sort of alluded to the fact, or he didn't allude, he stated the fact that it's up to the leadership. So what that means is the leadership of the House, which would be John Boehner, and or the Democratic leadership in the House, Elijah Cummings, and if neither one of them request a subpoena to Hillary Clinton, guess what? They don't get to ask her the questions. I think that's really wrong. And that's one of the reasons that the House members, a number of the House members, kept pushing Boehner for a special committee. Because without subpoena power, you have nothing. And this is a perfect example of it. They're going to be talking to lower level individuals under oath, but they can't talk to the previous Secretary of State because the leadership won't subpoena them. That's a problem. So really what they're doing is they're just having more or less a show because they can't get to the people that they need to get to because the leadership's the roadblock. When are we going to do something about this leadership? I think we got a real problem with both of them. You know, Elijah Cummings, if you ever watch him in any of his committee meetings or these hearings, he starts off with a bang and then he does a complete 180 every single time. You think he's going to do the right thing and then he does a complete 180. And we know what Boehner does, which is nothing other than to protect Obama. But what I saw Trey Gowdy say today, and listen to what he had to say today, their hands are tied unless the leadership steps in, and they won't. They've either been, well, in Elijah Cummings' case, I don't think it's a matter of him being compromised. He's just a whacked out, full-blown, far-left freak Democrat. In Speaker Boehner's case, well, he's been compromised. And we know about lame-brained Johnny McCain, huh? The rhino. We also know about Lindsey Graham, another rhino. The system doesn't work, folks. If you can't ask the questions of the people that you have to be able to ask, what's the whole exercise for? Nothing but a show and a waste of time. That's what I think. What do you think? I told you what I think.